In this tutorial, we will take a look at several options on how to use clipping or clipping masks in Affinity Designer 2. So first, let's make a rectangle or maybe an ellipse. So here we're at the designer persona for the moment, and here you have the option to make an ellipse, or you press M on your keyboard as a shortcut, and we're going to make an ellipse here like this. Now I'm going to take my move tool or press V, and I'm going to move this picture here on top of that ellipse. Now, what we can do, I want to use this ellipse as a clipping for this picture. I'm just going to go in my layers window here, this layers window. I'm going to take this layer with the rows and I'm going to hover it on top of the ellipse layer and making sure I'm in not where you see the ellipse, but border besides the ellipse, so the right side. And when I then release, as you can see now, my rose has been clipped inside of this ellipse. I can still move it around to reposition it like that. And then if I move my ellipse, the rose also moves. So what we can do for that is on top here in this toolbar, we can choose to lock the children. And then if I move my ellipse, my rose layer, which is now the child of my ellipse because I use the ellipse to clip, I can then move around the ellipse without moving my rose. I can adjust my ellipse also, and the rose layer will not adjust along with it. If I unlock children here, if I then move my ellipse, you can see that the rose also moves with it. And if I resize, the rose also resizes. So that's the option you have in Affinity. When you lock the children, you can move your ellipse, which you used as a clipping tool, and resize it separately from the picture you used for the clipping. So I'm going to deselect that one. The second thing we can do, let's make a rounded rectangle for this one. So I'm going to make a rounded rectangle here. And as you can see here in my artboard, which also, as you can see, we can really see what's on the artboard is shown here in this little preview. So I now have my rounded rectangle and I want to move with my move tool this picture into my rounded rectangle. So I want to use the rounded rectangle as a clipping for this picture. So I'm again going to drag this picture on top of the rounded rectangle layer here. And because I did move it on top of it first, it's no longer visible, but I can move it like this and then readjust it a bit so it's the right size, something like that. And as you can see now here, I have my rounded rectangle, and beneath the rounded rectangle, we have the picture because it's clipped by the rounded rectangle. But we can still add other items inside of this rounded rectangle. So here I have this flower, and I'm just going to put it here. But now it's not clipped inside of our clipping mask. As you can see, I can move it around. And you can see here in the layers, it's on top of my artboard, but it's not inside of the rounded rectangle. Same thing. Just drag it on top of that rounded rectangle, and as you can see now in the preview and here in the layers window, it is now part of this clipping. So I can add multiple items inside of a clipping after I made that clipping. So that's a nice thing to know. And then again here, the same thing. You can lock your children if you want to move the rectangle around without moving your picture inside of it. And now the third thing I want to show you is how you can use text as a clipping. So I have flowers as a text here. I want to use this picture inside of it. So I'm going to drag it on top of the flowers. And now, same deal. Drag this here on top of your text layer, release it, and now you have clipped this nice pattern inside of your text. And it's really as easy as that. It's really easy to clip things, multiple things, and even use text as a clipping. Let me know in the comments below if you liked this video. Be sure to press the thumbs up button if you did. Press the subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. I have new tutorials going live every week. And for now, thank you for watching my video. Stay creative, and I hope to see you in the next one.